How to Conquer Self-Doing Shadow Work. Carl Jung's Definitive Guide. What you resist not only persists but will grow in size. What is shadow work? It is the process of exploring our inner darkness or shadow self. The purpose doing shadow work on ourselves is to uncover every part of self that was disowned, repressed, neglected, and rejected. It represents our polar opposite, the dark to our light, and one can't exist without the other. Mastering our dark side for development. In order to master the deeper, darkest side of us, we first have to understand the world we live in is a world of duality and polarity. Naturally, we will experience opposite poles throughout our existence, such as hot and cold, light and dark, yin and yang, hero and villain, positive and negative. Psychological duality, also shadow self, is the side of our personality that we keep hidden. Sometimes we would like to show off that side to people, but since we all succumb to the expectations and standards of people, we're in fear of losing our social circle. We don't display that side of us that is resisted due to our strong desire to belong. And nobody in our circles will get to see it. But look, everyone has one. Most are unaware of it. Sometimes we get too caught up in the positives that we ignore impending negatives. Carl Jung was a psychoanalyst who wanted an answer to this question. Why do seemingly good people do obviously bad things? He came up with the answer in the form of archetypes, which are a psychological representation of different emotional and mental states of the human mind. Everyone carries a shadow, and the less it is embodied in the individual's conscious life, the blacker and denser it is. If an inferiority is conscious, one always has a chance to correct it. It is constantly in contact with other interests, so that it is continually subjected to modifications. But if it is repressed and isolated from consciousness, it never gets corrected. A big component of shadow work is to truthfully and authentically live in the reality you have unconsciously molded. Put effort into dissecting the bad parts of your life, acknowledging the imperfections that come with being you. Learn to face the harsh truths of this world and with yourself. There's no fixing without addressing first. You know, our shadow self is pretty much rooted from childhood trauma and the internal pain we've gone through with certain life experiences. I'll conclude with this. There's no light without dark. You can't have right without left. How would you grow to appreciate the positive things if you didn't endure the negative things first? Sweet victory is sour when you've never experienced failure. Winning is nothing without losing. Practice shadow work to get in touch with the darker side of your character. Expose yourself to your own internalized pain and trauma. It's a chance for you to learn the other side, address the negatives and inferiority complexes. Work on taming your polar opposite before it has a chance to tarnish the blessings that are bound for your life. Overall, the universe will naturally balance anything out that's too good or too bad.